Welcome to today's video technical update presented by CMS Forex. It is Monday, January 25th, 2010. I'm Fan Yang, your technical analyst, and I'll go over some developments in the Forex market. The week started with some retracements from last week's greenback strength moves. If indeed these are retracements, there are continuations to follow. So let's take a look at the euro dollar, pound dollar, and the dollar chef, or dollar Swiss franc, as well as the euro pound pairs. This video is being produced at about 4:30 Eastern, near the close of the US session. Starting with the euro dollar pair, we see that today there was a continual of the retracement that began on Friday here at 1.4030. So it looks like the market may be ready to continue. You see here in this momentum in the stochastic indicator that it has crossed, and it looks like the rally was very the market struggled to rally, so it looks like this is topping action today. Now, before jumping the gun and going for the bearish outlook right away, looking at the daily, we see that we still may have some further retracement, and originally we want to see this retracement come back up to here anyway, 38.2%, but at the moment it's already showing some reversal signals, right? But to be more conservative, it's not a rare case that we have two swings up before the continuation. So at the moment, I would be very cautious towards the bearish outlook. It may not be time yet, although the lower time frame suggests it may. So, but if price action does show very strong bearish action, then we may be ready to continue, and that the continuation would be to 1.38. But if there is a decline and you see the market struggle, anticipate another leg before finishing this retracement. So right now it could be done, and it could have another leg up. So be cautious with your bearish outlook. Just like with the euro, the pound dollar is also retracing Friday's move. And you see here, let me just magnify this a little bit. You see that the move has retraced 78.6% of Friday's move. And as far as the entire decline from up here, it has retraced about 50%. So there is some resistance here, but judging from the price action, you should be cautious and wait for more information here in the form of like a topping action and a bearish candlestick. So it may be topped off here, but we'll have to see in the Asian European session, as it may still come back up here, and the bearish outlook would still be valid in this short intermediate term towards 1.58. Now looking at the daily, here is the projection to 1.58, which is basically our long-term support here. So right now you see the market had 3 days of decline, and then now it hit the support and is retracing. So right now, it may not be finished with its retracement. So just like the euro dollar, be cautious. Even if there is topping action here, look at the bearish action with more focus. See if the bearish action is strong enough. Otherwise, we may have further retracement up to this 1.63 area. Okay. Now moving on to the dollar Swiss franc. You see here, we are also retracing Friday's dollar strength action. But it's just like the euro dollar, it's been struggling in its retracement, and sort of slowly heading towards here the 1.035 or 38.2% retracement area, and maybe in the Asian session and in the European session. And you see here is a cluster of a lot of support. We have our intermediate and long-term moving average, as well as this rising support, short intermediate term, and it's coincident with some retracement areas. Now, looking at here, see it's 50 to 61% of this swing, and 38.2 to 50 of this larger swing. So there seems to be some bullish forces that here at 1.035. Now looking at some projections, you see here's a swing projection. If the market rallies from 1.035, you see this swing projection here was to the 1.07, and even this fractal swing projection, you see if the market comes down here, so sort of like that, even that goes to 1.0650, so this is a viable area for resistance. Looking at the weekly now, backing up a lot, you see that would be pretty much a completion of a Gartley, a bearish Gartley. And if it does rally to the 1.07 area, the stochastic will likely to be overbought, and therefore that area has a lot of higher time frame resistance as well, and it would be pretty much testing this 50-week moving average along with this long-term declining trend line, although it may take a while to test that. So basically we are bullish in the in the intermediate term, although we are bearish in the near and short term here. Okay. Finally, we have a look at the euro-pound pair, which has recently broken an important support at 0.8850, and starting on Friday, or actually Thursday, leading into Friday, there was a retracement, and this retracement was projected to be near the 0.8850 area that would retest it as resistance instead of support. But even now it's at the 0.88, and the market is already showing signs of short-term reversal and therefore intermediate term continuation. It is testing this rising support line, but the price action is showing that it's going to break. So we're going to have a test of this previous bottoming action here. And just like with the other retracements we've been looking at, we should anticipate a possibility of another leg up, and therefore mark the retracement here. You see here down to 0.8690, 0.8680 here, there might be some support in the Asian session, and we'll see. We'll see very soon in the Asian European session. If there's bottoming action, there may be another leg up to the 0.8850. You see this, then it would be like two swings up, like that. So now let's pull back a little bit, look at the daily time frame. You see this is pretty much the bearish signal right here with the break. So now we're waiting for the market to retest this zone as and establish it as resistance, and when if that materializes, then the continuation could be projected to 0.85 area. Okay, so again, same theme. This continuation, this retracement may not be over, but again, watch the price action here. If it continues to be strong, then yes, it may be over, or at least it's in this sideways action. But if it's not, if it bottoms here and there is a bullish signal somewhere in the European session, then we may have a second leg to this retracement, 2.8850. Okay. And that wraps it up for today. Visit fxtimes.com for more fundamental and technical updates, as well as educational live events. Once again, I'm Fan Yang, your technical analyst here at CMS Forex, wishing you good trading.